Hello, darlings. Today we are talking about human design motivation desire. It corresponds to the third line. So there is a little bit of trial and error anytime you see a third line anywhere in human design. And so the third line of desire definitely has that experimental trial and error, leading the way energy. And so, human design motivation is a wonderful way to understand how you're meant to approach the world and what others are hoping to glean from you, the energy that they're expecting you to present to them in a way. Your aura says desire. It says, I will go first, I will lead the way, I know what I want, and I'm excited to go and get it. So desire motivation people, oftentimes clients that I have that have a desire motivation, need to be reminded. They might have been conditioned to be in their transference, which desire motivation transference or shadow state is innocence. And innocence is really that state of, I'm not getting into the weeds of things, I'll just let it all happen around me, and I'll just make the best of it. And innocence people are wonderful to be around. I have several friends that are innocence motivations, and they are very blissed out on life and ready to move in a way that is very flexible and fluid. Now, I'm not saying desire people need to be rigid or, critical, but desire people are designed to know exactly what it is that they want and move towards it. So leadership, taking charge, being passionate, all of these things are desire motivation qualities. And I'll read you a little nugget here that I found that I thought was just such a perfect summary of it. And I'll include it in the caption below, the link to read more. So feeling drawn to causes, ideas, concepts that seem revolutionary is natural for the desire motivation, as it seeks to find what tidbits of information others really need to thrive and excel in life. This energy lends itself to leadership because you are designed to share what you have tried, learned, and gleaned about the value or importance of things. Connecting with your inner passions keeps you moving forward, so if you're feeling disillusioned or burnt out, spend some time doing things you truly love. This is a tip for desire motivation people. The fire within is meant to spark countless others, so take time to align yourself with your inner truth and lead from there. That is definitely so true. I have some dear friends that have a desire motivation, and when they're really burnt out, they're lacking that fire, that internal spark, they are sort of floating. Life is sort of tossing them and turning them, and they don't feel like they know where to aim their arrow, and let alone they don't know what to shoot at because there's no aim. So it's really important that if you are a desire motivation, you understand what lights you up. One of my dearest friends is a desire motivation, and travel is her thing. When she travels and explores different countries and eats different food and wakes up in a different bed, she gets lit up. She comes back fueled for life, inspired, invigorated, and very decisive on the direction that she is moving in life. And so that's her thing. She knows she needs it, she makes time for it, and she prioritizes making sure she's stoking and feeding the fire in her belly. So, desire motivation, please do that. And please decondition any stories you may have around, especially from childhood, that you were a bossy kid, or that you were a know-it-all, or that you always were getting into things and making a mess. Like, all of these things are what desire motivation children are really meant to be encouraged to do. And with how I love my desire friends is, and as a desire person, you can ask for your lovers to love you better this way, or your friends to love you better this way, is to ask you what you want to do. So when my desire friend will ask me, where do you want to go to dinner? I know she knows. I know she has an idea of what she would prefer and what she would like and what mood she's in. I'm a hope motivation, so I make the best of anything no matter where I'm going. And plus, I trust my desire motivation friend. She's always led us in the correct direction for me. I've always really loved her taste. I love how she leads. I love her aesthetics. So I trust her. I trust her leadership. So I always say, wherever you want is perfect for me. What are you thinking? And she's like, oh, okay, good, because I was hoping you would say this. And she makes the reservation, and there's so much energy behind making that thing happen because her desire motivation was crystal clear. So I really will encourage desire motivations to take the charge, be the boss, be bossy, be the bitch, whatever you have been shamed around that. You are here to lead the way, to know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, you probably need to stoke your fire. You probably need to reinvigorate the fire that burns in your belly so that you know what you're passionate about and what you're not passionate about, what you have time for, what you don't have time for. So I really wanted to leave you with this quote, and it's by a beautiful author. He wrote The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, he's brilliant. So he said, profound desire, true desire, is the desire to be close to someone. From that point onwards, things change. The man and the woman come into play. But what happens before, the attraction that brought them together, is impossible to explain. It is untouched desire in its purest state. My little tea light flame went out as I read that quote. That's so beautiful. And I really hope that this supports you and serves you as desire motivation people. And I hope that you lead the way and be passionate about a cause and get people rallied up and fired up, and share your experiences. Share what you've gathered from certain trial and errors that you've put yourself through, and let it be a beautiful guidepost for others who might be in a similar circumstance. So we need you, desire people. Step up to the mic. We're ready to hear you. We love you. I'll see you tomorrow.